Good morning, good morning. Look who we have in here. We got a night watcher and a Chevy. Chevy! I got something in my eye besides my finger. That for there for now. Well, hello. I just got a small Panda Express order today. I think the heat's killing the catering here this week. It's just been a slow week. That's all right. Last Thursday I didn't even work. They didn't send me anything worth doing last Thursday. Overall, I did good for the week though last week. What was I? Off Thursday and Sunday. Last week, I mean, you guys might not think it, but as little as I'm out, but yeah. That's the power of catering. Don't always have to do a whole lot of them to have a good week. I never do a whole lot of them any week, even on a busy week. It's still, when you break it down to how many deliveries I actually do, it's not that many. Like a busy week would be 12 deliveries. Yeah, I do 12 deliveries. I'm banking.
Let's go.
But that didn't all come overnight. That's for sure. That took a lot of keeping the catering apps and primarily delivered / expedite, keeping it on the back burner and not declining. I pretty much just accepted any order that made sense, even if it was only $20 to build the numbers. 'Cause I had to. Did I bring the wrong pack? I sure the hell did. Oh, that's enough to get me through.
And then turn right.
Well, there's a full pack of smoke sitting somewhere at my house that I just opened.
Turn right. And then turn right.
I only have the one, so I'll. You got the right of way, bub. You get the right of way. You were there first. Just we have invisible stop signs here to get out of the gas stations that are across the street from each other.
Turn right.
Yeah, I was rocking out the KC95 on the way here. Yeah, it was wild. All I did was, I got in a van and drove to here. It's not far. My AC wasn't blowing at optimal cold. As soon as I got out, man, my lenses fogged up like crazy. I was waiting for the sun to drop further down yesterday to go look for that vacuum check valve under my hood. Well, it started raining on me. I thought it was later than it was because of how dark it seemed, but it was only like a little after 6. But it started raining on me. I did find it, and apparently the ones I looked at on YouTube were on the 6-liter model, the 3500 version of this van. And once again, something on the 6-liter, much easier to get to than the 4.3-liter 6-cylinder. It's way back, kind of behind. You can't really get a good eye on it, and I can't really do it by feel. It's got the valve. It's a valve. It goes one way. Air shouldn't go back through it. It should only go one way. But the hose that I followed to get to it, that goes up kind of underneath the battery tray to something. I don't know if I knocked it loose or if it wasn't even attached to whatever it attaches to underneath the battery tray. But like I said, I don't know if I knocked that loose or it was already loose. I'm hoping I knocked it loose, but I'm kind of hoping I didn't knock it loose in a way, because then I'll see if that valve's really bad then, or it could have just been that hose was knocked off. I kind of want to replace that hose. It doesn't feel in the best of shape. You'd think they'd come up with a formula for vacuum hoses that can tolerate like literally decades of thermocycling between the seasons and the hot engine compartment, cool, hot, cool, hot. But often vacuum hoses go to shit. Yeah, it seemed like the actual check valve is about a foot back further down to the motor compartment than the 6-liter. This air ball thing that helps pressurize the system is not where it's not as easy to find either as it looked on the 6-liter Chevy Express. Oh yeah, I'm gonna slow down. I got everybody on. I'm gonna have everybody on my butt now. Speed limit drop down. Yeah, it's 55. Then it drops to 50 right here. Then it drops to like 45. Then it drops to 40. But everybody keeps doing. Like their 65, 70 that they want to do in the 55 all the way up to the highway. And this is, I just entered a different municipality where they like to write tickets. Somebody come flying up on my right and just halted and slowed down. Now I'm going to get the red light. Yep. Nope, they just flew by me. They're probably playing on their phone. It's funny, the Cardinals won 7-1 against the Phillies last night, whenever they played. I was trying to see the Dave, the guy that does a lot of cleaning on the run I go to, because he said just yesterday he said, yeah, they're going to lose now against the Phillies. And they beat them 7-1. I said, we'll see. You know, they're the cardiac Cards. And I couldn't talk to him this morning. He had that floor cleaner thing and then just vanished. I don't know where he went. And I didn't have time to look for him.
In 1 mile.
No time for jibber jabber. I'll do the jibber jabber on the live stream. I won't forget though. Next time I actually talk to him, probably be tomorrow, I'll say, hey man, how about them Phillies in the Cardinals game that you said they were going to lose? Oh. Even if that vacuum hose was not hooked up before, and it is now, I think I knocked it loose because the vents are doing the same thing. It's switched to defrost mode as I'm going up this hill. That rain we got didn't do squat for cooling it down. That's going to make it more nasty. I don't know how much it rained early this morning, but I could tell it rained. Some of the roads were still wet down there. Not really up here. Well, yeah, there's a little. It still looks a little wet over on the side where people aren't driving on. I think it rained pretty good in some spots. I put on, I think I've done 2 shorts now, like right when I went to bed. One did well, and then I put out one last night with the glowfish. I don't know if it's the subject in the video or what, but it didn't get hardly any traction. I'll tell you, if you got a YouTube channel and you're trying to get subscribers to get to your first 1,000, go to a pet store and do really short shorts, like 24 seconds or so. Try and get right under 30 seconds of puppies, and do a lot of them. Those last two, I got 7 more subscribers so far just off the last 2 little puppy shorts I did a day and a half ago. I've told people forever, since I started this channel, after getting one deactivated, and I was live streaming like crazy. It was so hard to get subs. I'm not sure if I ever even cracked over 500 subs on that channel before they deactivated it for nonsense. Then when I started this one, I started doing shorts, crypto shorts, and a lot of them. And I was sometimes getting 30, 40, 50 subs a day off shorts. So I proved firsthand that method does work if you need to, because if you do a lot of live streaming, your watch hours will come. But the subs are harder to get, at least that first 1,000. Actually, it's proven the second 1,000 has taken a lot longer than the first 1,000 I got, but I haven't done a whole lot of shorts like I did to get that first 1,000. People are like, well, those shorts won't, those people you get from shorts aren't going to watch your long form. Doesn't matter. You just need to get that first 1,000 for your monetization, your numbers. And live streams really, really help with watch hours, which is why I'm out here every day live streaming. Even though they may not be very long, you get a handful of people that stay in the live stream the whole time, it'll rack up some hours. Okay, I remember. I was like, wait, where am I going to pick up? Totally went brain dead. I'm going to Panda Express in Creve Coeur. I don't remember where I'm going with it. Not too terribly far, I don't think. Yeah, I think it's Thursday. I think I may live stream early in the evening today. I want to go over that new stuff with the YouTube partner program, whatever they call it, that they're changing February 1st. What up, Brett? And then while I'm there on the live stream, I want to upload another puppy short and see how well it does before I log off the live stream. Still only need 1,000 to get monetized, but come February 1st, 2027, you're going to need 8,000 watch hours. But I don't know if it's going to be public watch hours or total watch hours. The terminology that they've used in it is different than it is right now, because they're not calling them public watch hours, because there's a difference. Because when I first got this channel monetized, I had like 14,000 watch hours, but I had just hit 4,000 public watch hours. Because when I got the subs, I'm like, wait, because I was at like, I don't know, 8,000, 9,000 watch hours when I got the 1,000 subs, and it wouldn't let me monetize it. That's what I found out. They have to be public watch hours, whatever the hell that means. But I didn't have enough of those, which I'll try and break. I'll figure out what all that means when I do the live stream. I'll figure out live right there. What's happening, Brent? Once I get the 3,000 watch hours, which I'm halfway there, a little over halfway there now, I'll reactivate memberships. I don't know if I had it. It'll probably still be set up the way I had it, and I don't know if I was able to do a 99-cent monthly membership before, but I'll turn the memberships back. zillion freaking members. Like this crypto dude I followed that taught me stuff. Man, he had so many members back then. We'd have the light, and I was a mod on his channel. That was the first channel I was ever a mod on, and there'd be sometimes upwards of 10,000+ people in the chat, and we'd have to often go into members only mode, and the chat was still flying by because he had so many members back then. I don't know. I never found out what he was earning a month just off memberships. But I know because of AdSense, he was doing at least $10,000 a month in AdSense off that channel. Eventually, not when I first joined, because he was under 10,000 subs when I first joined. He's not much over 100 now. I think he peaked out around 76,000 when I was still modding on his channel. But like him, I'm more select. I don't make everybody a mod like a lot of these gig tubers make everybody a mod. I don't. And I'm colorblind. When I'm live streaming, unless I'm at home, I can't even tell. I can't even tell if you're a member. Well, I don't have members right now because they paused my monetization. All right, this person's doing 50 in the middle lanes. Everybody behind me thinks it's me. I got to go around this asshat. Morning traffic, and you're doing 50. With all tinted windows. Is the windshield tinted too? Half of it is. That visor tint, I think they call it. It comes down further than his visors will. Yeah, he's back. He's literally, now you people that were up my tail, now you see why I couldn't go. He's probably on that weed. It makes you drive slower. Makes you paranoid. And as Dennis Leary would say back in the day, it makes you a carpenter too, because when you're high on that Chiba, you're looking around the room like, I can make a pipe out of that. Oh yeah, I can make a pipe out of that too. Give me that leg off that coffee table. I bet I can make a pipe out of that. Dennis Leary's stand-up was pretty damn funny back in the day. Such a long time ago. He actually turned out to be a pretty good actor. Making that bank off of acting versus traveling to all the comedy halls. I guess that's what you call them, comedy clubs. Comedy clubs gotta be better. Some of them still do it even though they got a good acting career. Shit, what's his name? He's done a lot of Sandler movies. Short guy, he was also on Saturday Night Live, I believe, back in the day. Oh gosh, Deuce Gigolo, that guy. He still does stand up. I don't think he needs to. I don't think he needs the money. Gosh, what is his name? Somebody put it in the chat what that dude's name is. Deuce Gigolo. He's pretty funny. God, this is killing me because I know his name. I thought he was, well, he's been hilarious in a lot of them Sandler movies. Adam Sandler's a good dude. He's really taking care of a lot of his peers, I guess you call them, in the comedy world and from Saturday Night Live. Steve Buscemi, he's in a lot of his movies. I love Steve Buscemi. He's a riot. He used to be a New York City fireman before he got into acting. Who knew?
Exit right, and then keep right. Keep
And that
right.
guy I'm talking about, that I can't remember his name. Oh my gosh, it's killing me. Kevin Nealon's probably been in some of them. I can't think of all the people, but he's got that group. They call him the Sandman. Nope, chat's not working. Or chat is working, just nobody's chatting. It only shows one person on here. Stay out there, fly. I don't have the window down for him to come in, but I'm about to have the window down though. Can't believe I brought the wrong pack of smokes. That's okay. Oh, I know you're out there working, night watcher. I know you're here. You're here when it says there's 0 people on here. I was just double checking to make sure it didn't say 0 now. Because it'll often say that. It said 0 when I've had 20 plus people on a live stream. The most I've ever had, that was back when I was doing crypto options trading. We were all, a bunch of us were learning how to do options trading at the same time, right on my live stream. I had about 80. I was bumping about 80, 60 to 80, early in the morning. We were off and on there till the market closed, till the stock market closed. And then I took a little break for an hour or so and got back on and flipped into cryptocurrency mode. Those are some long days on the microphone. I didn't have a camera. I was just on the microphone. Oh no, I'm not going to Payway. I'm going to, shit, sorry, my van was in autopilot to Payway. I'm going to Panda Express. I was looking down, I'm like, why is the GPS telling me to keep on going straight? Because that's not where I'm going. That means I'm in the wrong lane. I gotta see where this is gonna put me. There's a St. Vincent de Paul's thrift store over here. I wouldn't mind checking out if I'm somewhere near it after I do this delivery, but I'm
In 1 mile,
thinking
turn
it's
left, and then
thinking it's taking me
turn
further
left.
away. I did really good the one time I went there. Got those sawhorses. Hell of a deal. $6.80 a piece, and they go for like $80, $85 a set now. They were around $50 a set when I bought them back in like 2003-ish, sometime around then. I'm just guesstimating because I was doing floor laying back then. That's what I bought them for.
In 0.6 of a mile, turn left, and then turn left.
Yeah, my right knee was bugging me the last couple of days. It's all right now, but for like 3 days, every once in a while, one of my knees will start bugging me if I do something wrong on it, because probably for like 6 years or so, I was doing the floor laying on those cheap $20 knee pads from Home Depot. And then I finally got what's called Pro Knees. They actually go from your knee all the way down to like your instep. Distribute the weight you're putting on them all the way up your shin instead of directly on your knee. Those things are awesome. I still have them. I haven't floor laid since, I don't know, 2000. 5 or 6 or something like that. Find out when the iPhone came out.
Turn left, and then turn left.
Because I stopped Floraland a little while before the iPhone came out. So I remember talking to my brother-in-law about probably 8 months before the iPhone came out, and I said, "Hey, man," because he invests in the stock market. I didn't know squat about it at that time. I said, "You might want to look into the Apple stock." Well, he thought it was kind of pricey, and he didn't buy into it. I told him, I'm hearing some chatter in the tech world that they may be coming out with like an iPod that's actually a phone too, which was the iPhone. I didn't know what it was going to be called. I just heard some chatter. Well, hang on, let me turn her off. Since the price of the stock was a little on the high side, he opted not to buy any. And then, like 8 months later, as I told him, this iPad / phone thing came out called the iPhone, and Apple stock just shot up. There was something else called beryllium. I even found him the stock to invest in. And he actually invested in that, but it was really cheap. And he really didn't invest a lot, but he sold it before he should have. He didn't write it up long enough. And then it dropped back down, and he decided to buy it again. I never told him to buy it again. I told him to buy it the first time and then sell it at a good point. He sold it at a good point. He profited, just not as much as he could have. But then he bought like a whole lot of it when it dropped back down, and it just kind of stayed there. It had lost its momentum, and he was bitching about it. I'm like, dude, I didn't tell you to buy it a second time. I don't know if he ever broke even, lost money, or if he profited on that. Yeah, he was always talking the stock stuff when him and I were roommates before he even met my sister. I told him about sugar too, because when I was in the snow cone business, I bought a lot of sugar throughout the whole summer, and usually I think it was the beginning of my season, sugar was at its highest price, because that price fluctuated at the store quite often. And by the end of the season, it was really cheap. Or vice versa. I don't remember which way. I don't know if it started out expensive and dropped, or started out cheap and went up. But I told him the commodity on sugar's got to kind of reflect that the same way. If you buy it this time of the year and then sell it this time of the year, you should make money. I don't know if you ever followed through on that. I know I didn't. And by the time I learned a lot more about stocks and crypto and all that, I don't remember which way that went. If it started low, went high at the end, or vice versa. Night Watcher, do you drive your own vehicle or a vehicle for that crossroads? Like a truck? I've asked that before. I don't know if I ever saw an answer. Well, I never saw an answer. I just don't know if you put one in there and I missed it. But I got 23 minutes to kill in this AMC parking lot. Ooh, I made some money on AMC, but not by buying the stock. I bought options. Almost lost my ass on it too. Luckily it went back up and I was able to sell it. I think I did some swing trading with just the stock too, but not much. Okay, you do drive your own. I don't know if I found the right crossroads carrier, because on the website I just saw semis. And then there's Crossroad Courier, kind of the same thing. I saw their vehicles. I think I still have it pulled up on my computer at home. There's a Freddy's Frozen Custard here. I had a pretty big order to pick up here one day, and I was kind of worried because I'd picked up orders from this Freddy's before, and they weren't always ready on time. And the one out by me, the manager in there, he is just on top of things. They have that order ready way too early. And I get out here, and that guy was out here that day, and they had it ready to go. I'm like, right on. A whole lot of sack lunches. God, I can feel that humidity in the air. It's going to be nasty later on today. I want to build an awning over my front porch to shade, mainly to shade part of the front of my building, my trailer face, that whole one side faces south, instead of just one of the ends, which gets hit with a lot of sun. And it makes you can just feel the heat on the inside of the front door. I can't afford right now all the lumber and everything to finish the deck, rebuild. Actually, not finish it, rebuild it. I got to rebuild it completely. I may be able to save part of the frame that's there now, but all the decking boards have got to go. Then I have to do the awning afterwards. I did figure out a way I could probably do the awning first, because it's going to be like every bit of 10 foot by 12 foot. I think 12 foot wide, 10 foot out. But that would really put a lot of shade, and I'd like to do it the whole span of the front of that side of the trailer, where part of it would work as a carport, and then just have an awning go down that whole entire side. That would drop my electric bill quite a bit. But I'm thinking about just building kind of like a partition wall out there, on just a temporary partition wall, just to block the sun from hitting my front door. Because I could probably do that for like $100 or not much more than that. And build a little like a lean-to roof that goes up to the trailer at an angle so the water doesn't hit my front door when it rains. "19 minutes. That window back up. All right, I'm dropping off over in like is that the U City area? Where is this? FS Curtis. Keeneland Avenue? Damn, it's an 18-minute drive to get over there. I get out, I'm going to make a left on Olive and go over that way. Might as well top off my gas tank again after I'm finished with the delivery. I got to go out to the Rock Road. I must have been looking at that map upside down. Rock Road. I see Dr. Martin Luther King Drive. Does the Rock Road turn into Martin Luther King Drive? If it does, I never knew. Well, I might have known it and just don't remember. I don't know if I've delivered to this place before. The area doesn't look familiar to me for the drop-off. Says no setup, drop off only. We'll see. Come down the driveway and go to the far left side of the building, parking lot. We will meet you and open a side door, access the break room. Okay, if I'm going into the break room, I'm probably going to set this up. See, this is a problem I'm going to have. It's probably listed in there. If you opt for a setup, they're going to charge you more. You opt out of the setup, they're going to charge you less. And it's probably like this on the Easy Cater where you order. And I think we're going to have a problem where a lot of people are going to say no on the setup and still ask you to set it up. Even if they're there to help, you still got to pull it out of the bags, put it on the table in the right spot. It's not much different than a full setup. Easy Cater just getting cheap. Cappuccino is gone. On to the tea. Have one more. Yeah, I've looked into some of those courier things, but it's more like a 9 to 5, or not necessarily those hours, but you know what I mean, Monday through Friday, W-2 type gig. Even the ones that pay you $10.99, you still have a schedule. That's what I don't like about them. I don't want that schedule anymore. Like, I want to take a day off for whatever reason. I can do it without screwing the crew. Because when you take a day off or you're sick or whatever, the workload stays the same at the job place, but they're just down a person, so it makes everybody have to work a little harder. Trying to get people to come in to cover someone else's shift on their day off is like pulling teeth from a rhino. Even if they're always saying, "Oh, I need more hours. I need to make more money." Kind of like in a restaurant, all your servers, they always complain, "I need to make more money. I need to make more money." Well, then you have an evening where business is really slow, and you're like, "I need to cut 2 people. Who wants to go? Who wants to go?" Everybody raises their hand. Every hand goes straight up. They all want to leave early, even though they all complain that they need more money. It's been like that forever. "13 minutes to pick up." I'm gonna go ahead and drive over to their parking lot. I'm in an AMC theater parking lot right now. This is my pretty much least like Panda Express to pick up from, because you can't park close to their door. It's just a weird setup. Yeah, park out in the parking lot, then go up around the sidewalk, around to nearly the other side of the building just to get to the door. Soul Garden Korean Barbecue. Not noticed that place there before. That might be a pretty good place to eat. I think I'm picking up $700 and something worth of food. Did I read there? Yeah, I think that's right. with a 10% tip. It's not a very big order. Well, it'll be a lot of containers because it's Panda Express. $763. Yeah. 10% tip. I still get the $10 base pay. They're not cutting my base pay in half in my market yet because it says no drop off only, no setup. If I got to enter the building, go to where the food's being set up, I consider that a setup. If they meet me outside with a cart and I just hand it off, that is drop off only. It's a little fine line between setup and drop off only. Even if they have hands on deck there to help with the setup or do the setup, if I got to take it inside the building all the way to the break room, that's not drop off only. Yeah, that was yesterday again. No plates, napkins, or plasticware. And apparently the rep didn't know you got to order that or they're not going to provide it. Some restaurants will not provide it. Some restaurants, it doesn't matter if they order it or not, they give you all that on the catering orders. And some will not. And I'm like, it's okay, they probably have it here because this place gets catering orders all the time. And they did. They didn't have a whole lot of plasticware, but they had plenty of plates, and I'm sure they had plenty of napkins. I didn't see the napkins, but I'm sure they did. And I was starting to grab stuff out of the cabinet, and the lady that actually worked at that doctor's office place said, well, we can get that, don't worry about it. Okay. Just trying to do my job. Shit. Like I've done a bazillion times before. The rep was actually there, though. The cool thing was that he didn't leave me any sweet information, which office to go to. I was down there in the lobby. I saw some guy come in with like a bag of food type looking thing, looking lost, looking around, trying to find this and that. And I'm just standing there watching the guy go, I wonder if that's my rep. But no, it was somebody from Spiro's. They had forgot to give me a bag with the tzatziki, the hummus, some bell peppers, maybe some black olives. I don't know, a bunch of stuff that you put in the, I guess the pita, gyro, whatever things. I'm like, well, thank you for bringing it out, because I would, I have no idea what I'm picking up, so I would have had no idea it was even missing. And that was all cold stuff. So I always ask, this is all the hot stuff? Okay, good. This is all the cold stuff, right? Yeah, okay. Because I divide that up. I don't put hot and cold in the same bag. But I just say cold and hot. I don't know what I'm getting. But I know there's typically going to be hot and cold. Unless you're picking up from like a deli with like Jersey Mike's or Subway. That stuff's all sub sandwiches. Most of it's not going to be hot. That's the stuff that I'm not too concerned with catering bags. I usually put it in big bags. But the boxed lunches from them I like to put in my catering bags because I can stack them better. The shit Subway will put it in just big old 55-gallon clear trash bags. Trash liners. Look like you're delivering bags of trash. I know, because that's happened. Yeah, but it's industrial, the hood. Your chat didn't come up. I just scrolled up and it was down there. I didn't see it when you put it in there. The screen likes to freeze the chat. And I don't know what to do to stop it from doing that. I'm constantly checking it to see if it's not scrolling. When is my pickup time? 10:04. It's 9:57. They give me 41 minutes to get to the drop-off. I'm going to wait about 1 minute and go in there. Since I got to walk all the way to the other side of the building from the parking lot. I'll probably, I don't know, take 6 bags with me. I never know what this Panda Express. I got my cardboard liners, so I can go in between and stack more in these. They only go 3 half pans in a bag now, because they used to try and cram 6 in there and it just crushed and melted everything underneath. Some of them may still try and do that, but you can't do that with those plastic containers, because that shit's so hot they put in there, it melts the damn containers. Now, Payway used to do that, but they switched to the aluminum half pans. One, aluminum doesn't melt, and you can stack more weight, because a lot of this Chinese stuff, it's heavy. Things packed full of rice and whatnot. It's heavy. My phone shouldn't overheat out here. I'm going to crack the window just in case. Hot orange chicken. Sweet meat seats. That's their most popular thing at this place, at Panda Express, is that orange chicken. Just a little bitty piece of chicken and a whole lot of breading. Not going to lie, it's kind of tasty, but there's not much chicken in it. Okay. It's go time. I'll be back hopefully sooner than later. Unless they run it over 15 minutes late, then that's fine. Because then my metrics aren't going to get screwed up. Oh man, I'll tell you, some of the Chinese food smells pretty good, but when you get a combination of a bunch of different types, it kind of smells like a big giant fart. What up, Shane? Yeah, hit that thumbs up like button. Double tap the screen, whatever you got to do. Oh, I gotta add the photos to complete gallery. They actually had the order ready. The whole thing, I was pretty shocked because typically they don't.
Let's get started. Drive safe.
Yeah, U-Turn Delivery told me last night, you realize that one short you put up's got 145 likes? I could not find one with 145 likes. I found one with 123. But I was trying to look at them. I could nowhere find the likes. How many? In YouTube Studio, going to the actual video on the channel, because I had liked it also. When I took my like away, then the number popped up. YouTube, that makes no sense. Why would you do that? That's like 40 minutes of my time I can't get back. Took me at least 40 minutes to figure that out. I would have never thought that. But I just accidentally hit that like button on one of them trying to do something else, and boom, they popped up. I'm like, you gotta be kidding me. Damn, I hate when I sneeze in the vent and it comes right back at me. Ugh. Now, if you guys, since hardly any of my subscribers actually watch my shorts, because the analytics tells me that, like maybe 1%, 98% are from something else YouTube does. The one I did on the Stargate fish tank decor, not quite 100%, but it's similar to how I'm going to do some review videos. I'm different in that video than normal ones. I also talk pretty quick because I was trying to keep the time of that short really, really low. I took 2 of them, but I stuttered when I tried to say 3D scanner on the first one. It didn't. I just made it all up in my head on the fly. I didn't see it and say, oh, I'm going to do it this way. I just did it. I do better when I try and do things on the fly than if I think about it a little more. It slows me down. And I needed speed on that video. And that one, well, that jet plane trainer thing I did, well, I didn't rehearse anything, but it wasn't a super short video, but it's got over 7,000 views, which is a crap ton on my channel. Delivering Panda Express, Shane. And now my van's smelling like a big fart. It's from all the different broccoli stuff. One of them's probably broccoli rabe. They've got one there. It's like a peppered beef and broccoli rabe. And I was picking up from a different Panda Express one day, and I think they were out of broccoli. They were out of something and couldn't make the beef and broccoli for my order. And I pointed down on their thing, this right here, that's broccoli rabe. It's actually better than broccoli. I go, would that be the same cost to the customer if that's what they got? And they're like, yeah. I'm like, well, then make it with that instead. Don't short the customer. Give them something and they'll be just fine with it. Probably won't even notice the difference, to be honest. Customer was happy. I made the executive decision for them, because they actually had no clue what to do. And they had already had that prepared in their little like buffet looking thing that they fill up inside them Panda Expresses. I made that decision for them. Yes. So there's a lot of crap, a lot of things being said about these flock cameras. And here in St. Louis, there's a lot of violent crime. These flock cameras are not like the red eye cams I'm looking at up here. Those were simply for traffic law tickets for running a red light or whatever. The flock cameras are more to deter and stop crime, not speeders. So I don't have a problem with these flock cameras that everybody's got big issues with. The thing is, don't do anything illegal and you don't have an issue. Kind of like we've got drones now that patrol neighborhoods in the city, and the people that live in the neighborhoods that the drones are in are flipping out over it. If you're flipping out over it, then you don't want to be caught on camera doing something. So don't break the law and you have no worries. The drone will just keep on flying. Won't zoom in on you. They don't understand the drones are there for their protection. Same with the flock cameras. We don't have a lot of them in St. Louis yet, but I did a little deep dive into it yesterday afternoon. Whoa, what's that? Shane writing me a book. Do a card or whatever. Don't do it. Oh, do a card. I don't do that much because you want to know why? They bother me when I'm on other people's channels. When I do them, I put it way at the tail end. It's not really going to interfere with the video because I'm still trying to watch the end of a damn video and I got these billboards popping up in my face. I don't like them. I can't be the only one that dislikes them. They are proven to get you more clicks and views on other stuff, but I also don't want to piss off people watching my stuff because I don't like them, and it bothers me when people do them, especially when there's like 45 seconds left of the video where the person's still talking on the video and I got these billboards. If they're going to do them right at the end when basically the video is really over. I put I'll click a related video on some of them, on some of the shorts. The problem is, when I'm uploading them from the phone, to do any of that stuff, I have to go back to the video in my computer.
In 0.6 of a mile, turn left.
Yeah, I think I'm going to swing back by the Costco here and top off the tank, and I wanted really curious to see what the gas prices are over here at this one, because this is the one I prefer to go to. I kind of need to go to Costco. I need before it's the 13th today. Yeah, they've got a sale in it on the 17th that has Q-tips and blue Charmin on it. I need both of those while they're on sale. Q-tips I don't need for quite a little bit, but the Charmin I'll need pretty soon because it's been hell. The Charmin I have now is the same Charmin the end of my supply that I had when J Twist came up here in June. And if I see the Bounty paper towels on sale, I'll buy a thing of those too. I don't need Bounty paper towels right now, but if they're on sale, I'll grab them. I'm going to get over in this lane. The guys with the purple shirts are out at the intersection of Olive and 170. Saving the lost is what their shirt, his shirt says. I think it's a racket. I don't buy it. And now he just blocked me. He was right in front of my van. My light turned green and he was standing in front of my van. Good jobs. Yeah, all I do on the phone when I'm uploading the videos, I add it to a playlist. And it might be on there and that stuff. I probably have done it. I don't know. I don't upload many videos from when I'm not at home. But if I do a live stream early evening, it's gonna be about YouTube stuff though. It's not gonna be about gig work. It's not gonna be about outdoor stuff. It's just gonna be on the YouTube changes they're making to the partner program, February 1st, 2027. And I want to show you all firsthand the power of shorts. If you want to build your channel and get it monetized, and you need those 1,000 subs, shorts. My long form barely gets watched, and for right now, that hopefully will change someday, because that's where the money off the AdSense is. Long form, not short form. Shit, I can't get over and let this guy on. I just got to slow down. Thanks, Mercedes, for not getting over to let me over to let them over. Asshat.
In 1 mile, exit right. And
Yeah, I was talking about it earlier back on when I was trying to get the subs for this channel. Okay, I'll slow down and let you pass me, you bitch. That's not even looking at the road. You're looking down at your phone. She couldn't even see my blinker on because she's not, and she almost hit the van ahead of her. Don't drive with the phone in your lap looking down at it. That's a safety tip for everybody today. Yeah, I was sometimes getting 40, 50 new subs a day just off the little crypto short price updates I was doing on whatever crypto. I went to Aldi yesterday. I got most of the list from Aldi. I forgot the damn look. I was needed to look and see if they had Dawn dish soap. I forgot. I got everything else that was on my mental list. So I still need to go to Walmart, but I don't need much. I'm trying to avoid going for a reason because I spend too much money when I go there. I go there for a couple of things and I spend $86. That's been the going rate, $82, $84. At one time it was like 30 something. I go there for a couple things, spend 30 something dollars. Then it went up 40, 50, 60. It was 60 something for a while. 64 something was the magic number. Now it's went up to 80 something. Now I gotta quit doing that. Because often it's crap I don't really need. And I'm buying crap because I'm hungry when I'm in there. So I'm trying not to go when I'm hungry. And if I buy a bunch of produce, I end up throwing most of that away. Metro Pawn. I'm seeing pawn stores and liquor stores. Pawn shops and liquor stores. You know what kind of area I'm in. Where's the title loan places? Yeah, just pull right in front of me. I picked up from a restaurant down here on the left. Cheers to 6 years. A bar in this neighborhood actually lasts 6 years. There's a Save a Lot. I call them spend a lot now because their prices went up. Yeah, I just delivered. No, I didn't pick up. I delivered to something down here not too long ago. If I'm delivering to no, because that was on this road. I got to turn off this road. The hell is that? Oh, it's in a cemetery. I wonder if you can go fishing in a lake in a cemetery. Well, that's more of a pond. Real clean looking though. Still doesn't let me know if I can go fishing in it. I know there's a place I lived for many years. There's a cemetery not too far with a lake in it, and you weren't allowed to go fishing in that one. In fact, there's an old timer that had some kind of salt gun, Like a shotgun that shot salt. He catch you trespassing in there. There's another lake in a cemetery. Yeah, he'd start shooting at you with that damn salt gun. What up, Mills? I never got hit with the salt gun, but I had friends that had been hit trying to get back over the fence, and he'd catch up with them and get them. I don't know that would be legal today. They could get away with it back in the 80s. Mid 80s. Actually, it was early 80s. There's another lake in a cemetery. I think it's cemetery. I just don't see any graves. I think it's part of the cemetery, though. Yeah, if they never get fished and there's fish in there, that'd be a good lake to fish because they don't know what loot. They're not under pressure from and stressed out from all the people casting their line in there. They bite on things real easy.
1 mile, turn left.
You could take a stick and put a hook on it and throw it out there, and they probably bite on it. Wouldn't even have to use any fancy lures. That's why I say Bush Wildlife Preserve out there where they got, or reserve, whatever it's called. They got all those lakes, but God, they get fish so often that the fish are hard to catch because they don't want to bite anything. Oh, this says it's going to get me there right at 10:30. That's the beginning of my 15-minute delivery window. Feel a sneeze coming on. I hate allergies. I'll take a Benadryl. Well, I take 2 when I go to bed. That's my sleep aid. I can't take them in the daytime. They put me to sleep. Damn, they've cut the grass in this cemetery, but they sure aren't weed whacking the headstones. That looks like crap. Weeds over a foot tall around and in between all the headstones, wherever their big ass lawnmower won't get to. I've never even been. Macklemore Place. That's the street I'm turned down. Never even heard of it. Yeah, I have a clue where I'm not. I don't come out where I'm at ever. Never ever. Wellston? Yeah, I have no idea where I am. Not a very good area. I can tell you that much. Jesus, I'd hate to have their electric bill. There's a house, I see 6. It's a 2-story house, and I just at a glance, I didn't see the whole house. And all of them, they got so many freaking air. There was 6 window air units, air conditioner units in that one house. Can you imagine what their electric bill is? Mine was $285 with 2, and I got very energy efficient ones. Mine are those Medea inverter units. They're like a mini split.
Turn left.
The mini splits are much better on your electric bill than regular air conditioners. And then we got this one nice brick home down here on the end. That's out with the iron bars on their storm door. Jeez, guys, this is not.
Turn left.
Wow, I'm not in a good area. Not for me, at least. Okay, there was probably, no, maybe not. I'd say there's probably a safer path to get to where I'm going than cutting through one of these neighborhoods. Thing is, some of these houses were probably really nice like 60 years ago.
Turn left.
Where is a business back here? Man, this food's burning my freaking senses. My nose is burning. My eyes are starting to water. This is taking me to the wrong. There's nothing back here, I bet. Well, maybe. I really don't like going to a dead-end street that, even on the GPS, the road ends. The road does end. There's nothing here. It's on the other side of these trees. What the fuck? Okay, I gotta find the other way to get there. I haven't a clue where I am either.
Set. Let's go.
This is a dead-end street. I ain't about to go down. They could have put something in the, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to pull up Google Maps. Well, it must be a popular search.
Head toward Wellsmar Avenue, then turn left onto Wellsmar Avenue.
It's telling me to go to the same damn spot.
At the stop sign, turn left onto Wellsmar Avenue.
There was nothing down there. Back up. All the way back. I want to see street view. Okay, there's Keeneland. Where am I? I see where I am. I cannot get there from here. Yeah, I'm going to make a left and see where that puts me on this map. I don't have much time to play around here. Okay, what is this main road I'm getting to? It looks like it's the road I need to be on. So if I'm coming up to it right here, I am going to have to make a left. Man, I'm like in Wellston, North County. It's right here somewhere, but it took me like to the back end of it. There was a dead end. Not a very pleasant neighborhood, let me tell you. I'm at Wabada and Keeneland right now, trying to make a left onto Keeneland, but traffic kind of not letting me pull out. What up, Pedro? Yeah, I'm not 15 miles away. If I am, I'll be contacting the support and getting an extra $15. Okay, that's a dead end. I found it. Yeah. They need to put something on the GPS because Google and Waze both was taking me to the wrong place. I'm just looking at the actual map right now. I'm not even using the GPS. Yeah, according to GPS, I'm kind of driving down a road that don't exist right now. It took me through a residential neighborhood with a bunch of dilapidated homes to a dead end. And the whole, I'll have to show you guys after I'm done with this if I remember. I got to get to my drop-off instructions now. Come down the driveway and go to the far left side of the building parking lot. We will meet you. The far left? Ain't nothing there. I can't even drive around the building down there. Oh, yeah, there's a picnic table. That's right. There's a door to the break room right there. I see it. They're looking at me laughing. Screw that, man. You know what? You probably had something catered here before and know damn well that it takes you to that area, which is not here. It's up this hill. On the other side of these trees at the top of this hill is where it takes you. I'll be back. And it's a dead end street, and is it 1905 timeless? Yeah, well, I found out here on the road, but the GPS takes you right up there, and I'm like, that's weird. This has got to be wrong because it goes to the wrong place. I'm gonna have to wheel this in there. No, I'll just stack it on here and you can roll it right on in. Yeah, luckily I was able to put Costco. I'm going there after I leave here next. Going back to the one in New City / Olivet. Oh, okay. Oh, we're on 170 there. Yeah, they got the cheapest prices on gas. Oh, no way. Actually, out of all the Costco's, they've got the cheapest gas because they vary. South County Costco's usually the highest. West County, then let's see, this one, View City's cheapest in West County, then South County. I'll get it at St. Peter's if I'm out that way too. I don't even need gas, but if I'm by there, I just put it off. I paid $3.17 at the one in West County yesterday. Okay. No, I got it. Okay. Said you get the motor straight out. Once it's rolling, it comes over things. That's cool. I'll buy another one. They went up $30 a month. I paid like $60. actually came with the van. No bulkhead though. I still look. I'm trying to find a cheap bulkhead. I'm gonna make one out of like 2x2s and cardboard here soon, just to keep my AC up there. I've been saying that for 3 years. I just bought a new stereo for it, but if you've ever swapped a stereo on these, I haven't, but I've watched the videos. You got to pull the entire dash apart. So I'm gonna build a center console and mount it down there and just wire it to the battery. I literally just got the stereo like 3 days ago from Amazon. I know, I bought it from Walmart for $23. Touchscreen, Bluetooth. I'm like, okay. I don't want anything expensive because in case somebody breaks in and steals it. But when I build the console, it's going to be down here instead of up in the dash. And wire into my camera. You have a good one, man. All right. I completed it 5 minutes ago in the app. I see a lot of eyeballs. Is the audio? I don't know. I think you guys can hear me. Yeah, Pedro, if you're still here, yes, I am. But it's B2B. Business to business, doesn't really matter. I go to North City Hood up there in that industrial area near the damn junkyards. Not much residential up there anymore. My mic's falling all over the place. You still here, Pedro? This week's slow. And it's probably slow because I had a couple decent weeks in a row. I swear they throttle us. I'm gonna pull up Costco over there. Costco on Olive Boulevard. That one right there. See, it tells you it's in Olivet, but they say it's in New City.
We are all set. Let's go.
It is humid. It's not heat-wise, it's not hot yet. It's warm, give it that. But golly, this humidity. I know me, not Archer and Pedro are all three feeling it. Get out and do anything. Just like I got my van, started it, hooked my stuff up, drove to the gas station to get my tea and cappuccino. I get out, my glasses completely fogged over. And the glasses were in here. They weren't inside my house. I keep them out here. Here are the paramedics. Abbott EMS. I don't know if there's any truth to it. People, you say you don't want to go in an Abbott paramedics or ambulance. I don't know why. I think they got the same kind of EMTs and everything, the same kind of equipment and vehicle. Just something I heard many years ago. Come on. Don't you love when cars are staggered out just enough that you can't pull? I'm going to go anyway this time. They can just slow down. I got enough room to at least get all the way out. I of course, don't have the acceleration. Yeah, Page Avenue. That would be the way to come. I know if I ever get them again. This is their first time getting Panda Express. The girl acted like they order from Easy Cater all the time. I've never seen one here. The guy that I was just talking to when I was packing up the stuff in the truck, he doesn't know where they get anything from. So that's Martin Luther King. That's how I came up this way from the Rock Road. How's this going to take me to get there? It's going to take me Page all the way over? Am I not going back to 170? No, I'm going to come into, yeah, I know how I'm getting there. Sorta. I couldn't find it on my own. There's a Phillips 66 here. It's $3.89 for shit. It's $3.89 for regular. Or it looks like regular and a wash. It's $3.89. You don't even get a discount if you get a car wash. Oh, there's a car wash. I'm looking, I'm like, I don't even see a car wash. Hell, it looks like half their building's being torn down. The back half is missing walls. I'm at Martin Luther King Drive in Keeneland. Ah, there's a check in the cash type place, cash for gold. I knew there had to be some kind of title loan type place somewhere because I saw the liquor stores and the pawn shops. I've been on this road. This road looks, the surroundings look very familiar to me. It almost looks like Skinker. Does Skinker turn into Keeneland? I never paid attention if the damn name changed on the road. Yeah. I think this is Skinker. I could be 100% wrong on that, but... Oh, you're blocking me? Is that what you're going to do? Or just cut in front of me? That's how they do over. Oh, it turns into Skinker. Okay. I knew it looked familiar. Yeah, we're going to be in the 100s this weekend, which means it's going to feel like 192. It's only feeling like 142 today. That real feel here is no joke. Then we got all this concrete around here, you know, and pavement. Just absorbing that heat and hanging on to it all day and night long. Yeah, I mentioned it before, the 2 apartments ago when I lived down in the Soulard neighborhood, just like 5 minutes south of downtown St. Louis. The wall of my building one wall faced east, so it didn't have direct. I temped that wall at like 9:30 at night after the sun went down, but direct sunlight had not been on that wall in several hours by that time, and it was 106 degrees. The brick wall was. Whatever, I mean, it was summertime, so whatever time sundown was, but when the sun goes across the sky, that side of the building's in the shade because it faced directly east. So it hadn't been in the sun for several hours, and I couldn't believe it. I used my instant read thermometer, digital thermometer, freaking 106 degrees at 9:30 at night. That blew my mind. Trying to avoid speed bumps. Fields Foods, that that can't be open. They like all closed. People say they closed overnight. Now, if you went to at least a Field Foods on Lafayette Avenue down near Soulard and Lafayette Square, shit, their freezer department was half empty, more than half empty. It was like 80% empty. Just a handful of stuff still left, and a lot of their shelves were getting bare. I'm like, oh, they're getting ready to close. And it was like a month later, I think they did close, and people were like, oh, they closed overnight. The signs were there. I thought they were overpriced. They were very expensive. Because I lived in Soulard when they opened that store, and I'm like, oh, it's so cool, a real grocery store just up the street. And then I went there, and they had like an end cap sale on Del Monte canned goods. They were peas, sweet peas, in a can. 2 cans for $3. That was a sale, end cap sale. I'm like, holy shit. That was not cheap. And a lot of their items were like that, a little bit over on the overpriced size, but their deli department, they had hot meals you could get. They had like most grocery stores, you got two meats, 2 proteins, and 2 sides for like $7. Then it went up to $8. I don't think it ever got higher than $8. And man, they would load that thing up. Well, at least every time I got one there, they'd load it up. They had fried chicken, they had meatloaf, they had some kind of rib-looking stuff. Riblets, I don't know. the roasted chicken. I said the fried chicken. I think they had chicken strips. And at one time you could buy wings too. They had them out on a hot pot, like the salad bar. They had them out there with the hot. They had some hot stuff out there, like the soup. They had like a little wing bar, and that stuff wasn't terribly overpriced. Even the lunch meat, the deli meat you bought by the pound that they sliced up, that was reasonable. But just other stuff in the store was just ridiculous. Milk was normal priced. I don't recall what their produce prices are, because stores near Soulard Farmers Market typically don't have high cost produce because they got to compete with the market, the farmers market right down the street. Because Vincent's Market on 12th Street, that's actually Vincent's 12th Street Market in Soulard. Some of their prices are crazy high in there because they milk the people with the EBT cards, the food stamps, the staple items like Miracle Whip and Hellman's mayonnaise in the 30-ounce jar back in 2012 was $7.99. Probably like $13 now.
6 of a mile. Turn left.
Yeah, I went in there once I found out about it, being right up the road. I'm like, oh, I'll go see if they got mayonnaise up there. I saw that price. I'm like, no. It was like $3 something everywhere else. Okay, I'm waiting for that guy to turn. But their produce is cheap at Vincent's. Because if it's not, it's just going to sit there and go bad, and they're just going to throw it away. My buddy Alex used to live in the Barton Street Lofts right across the street. There's a rooftop deck that we used to party on late at night. Pee off the roof right at Vincent's.
Turn left.
They didn't have a bathroom up there. Hopefully nobody was walking on the sidewalk at that time of the, like 4 o'clock in the morning. Hey, is it raining? No, no, it's raining golden showers from the rooftop. That was a sweet loft. Him and his mom lived there. They were like roommates. He's up in Juneau, Alaska now. Been up there for a while. Longest I've seen him stay somewhere, actually. So he was down in Florida for a bit. His apartment had a balcony that went right on the beach. I think he was around Daytona. Fogarty Park, is there a lake in there?
Right.
St. Louis County Park right there. It's too damn humid for me to go fishing. I'll cast 3 or 4 times and be dripping wet. And I mean dripping. I sweat a lot when it's not very humid, so you mix this humidity in the air, I am just a mess if I do anything outside. I think my headlights are on. They were. I didn't reset my info center. Hey, there's a house for sale down there. Well, I'm not too worried. Half the houses here have bars on the front doors. No, not quite half. I've seen 3. I'm seeing more without bars than there are bars. So it's only a half bad neighborhood, not even a half bad neighborhood. Oh, there's bars. More bars. More bars. Well, they're very that one had very decorative bars, but they're bars. They're to stop somebody, and there's more just like those really decorative ones. Johnny's Auto Repair. Some of y'all may know of Bud Soda out there. He's gotten into some mobile detailing up there, northern New York, where he's at. I really like detailing cars a lot. I'd almost have to do it. If I did it, I couldn't do it outside. Yeah, man, that's all they sent me. And then they sent me a $20 one at 2 o'clock. It was more like 2:04. It wasn't. I didn't even make the first cut. I had the 2 o'clock cheap offers. It probably one somebody else declined. Yeah, $86 Panda Express out Olive Creve Coeur, wherever it's at. To the hood. It's all, yeah. That's why I think this week's slow. Well, it's good. I had 2 decent weeks in a row. You know, they like to. I swear Frederick likes to throttle us down after he gives us some good orders for a week or two, and then not so good. But last Thursday I didn't even work. They didn't give me anything for last Thursday work me doing. I was like, hell with it. I'll just take the day off. It's hot outside anyway. I'm going to the Costco over here on Olive right now. If you're over this way, man, and you got a Costco card, get gas at this Costco. They got the best gas prices out of all the Costcos. I mean, I've seen them beat the South County Costco sometimes by as much as 50 and 60 cents a gallon. Heck, I'm shutting that off. There's a new Target with their parking garage. I can live stream in that parking garage, at least right inside there, because I go in there sometimes to get shade on the van. Which this like hazy sky we got today, my roof isn't all that hot like it normally is. Not yet. Looks like there's a funeral going. Yep, that's a funeral. I see the hearse. I paid $3.17 a gallon at the West County Costco yesterday out there at 141 in Manchester. We'll see how it varies here, because I'm down under the F a little bit. But if I can get myself near a Costco, I don't care if I need 2 gallons. I'm going to top it off. Just seems like I get better gas mileage. Well, in vehicles in the past, it seemed like I always got better gas mileage when I had a full tank, and it seemed like the vehicle always runs better. This guy was sitting here and he just now gets out. The other 2 people are pumping. I don't it's like a race at Costco to get your gas. Everybody should treat it that way. People sit in their car for 3 minutes after they pull up to the pump. They irritate me. Get up there, get your gas, get out of the way, because there's people behind you with their motors running. This guy has 0 sense of urgency. What, are you going to look for trash in your passenger seat now? It isn't that kind of gas station. Go to Quick Trip for that. Oh, I told those people, you may want to, for future orders, may want to say something, because both Waze and Google took me on the other side of this, up this hill, this big old wall of woods, it looks like. It takes you to a dead-end street on the other side of that stuff. I still got it dropped off, completed 3 minutes early. Then I helped get it all out of the bags. I didn't help them set it up, though. I just got it all out of the bags. Everything was in bags. And they kept the bags, so I didn't get stuck with them. Yep, that's exactly what the guy's doing. He's cleaning out trash. Now he's in the map pocket in his passenger door. He's moving like a snail on hot pavement. The pump's still pumping, though. It hasn't stopped yet. Yeah, I'd say Costco isn't that kind of gas station. They don't even have squeegees for your windshield. They want you to get in and out. Pump that fuel. Oh God, now he's opening his hatchback. What you gonna do in there? The two cars ahead of him are already gone. And he's playing on his phone the whole time too. God, he moves slow. I'm gonna be in the very first spot. I don't like being in the first spot here because of the sun. They got a cone there, so I can't go around, else I would have. That's all right, I won't be here long. I don't need much fuel. No shit. See, I gotta start doing that because I was just looking up that on my computer yesterday to see how to opt in for those orders. There's supposedly a button for it, and I can't find it. I'll be right back. I need to get gas. That's awesome, but it sucks because I need to figure that out. Well, West County wins this week. It's $3.42 a gallon here. I'll have to make it a point to get by that one. Awesome, man, because I'm looking on, I have Uber Pro, and I don't know if that makes the difference, because I've never had that hamburger or the coffee cup or anything like that on mine. And it's the same Uber I've always had. The app. I only needed 4 gallons. $14.20, so. Shoot, do a YouTube video on that, Pedro. Yeah, I'm heading back to Fenton now. Well, I'm going to do something first. I care about Boost. I care about catering. Yeah, I was all over the Uber Eats yesterday trying to. I was at home. I even asked Grok, how the hell do I? No, I asked Gemini. I didn't open up Grok to look into it yesterday. I was just using Gemini, and where it was telling me to go is not there. It told me, yeah, where I can accept cash. I clicked that off. That was on. I didn't know. I got shop and deliver clicked on. Insulated bags, I have that, but there's nothing else there for me to click. And then I'll click see more, and it takes you to the work hub. Get approved for earning opportunities. Rides, I can't do them. It says it's pending. There's nothing pending. I don't even have a vehicle I can do it in. Alcohol approved. Insulated bags approved. Shop and deliver approved. Rent valets on there now. I didn't know what that was, but you apparently deliver cars, and I was going to add that on there, but they don't help you get to or from wherever you pick up or drop off the car. And then Uber Eats at Scott Air Force Base over in Illinois. That's all I got. And then I click help, and I can't type in anything. It tells me to call support. When I know if I click that button, it's going to send me to a number and go through the automated shit and say we're no longer taking calls, and it hangs up on you. Let's see here. But I think I have a different Uber, because I never had that hamburger that used to be on there. Now it's a coffee cup that you could pause or something. I couldn't find it. That's a big order. Now I got something one time. This is a large order. Do you want to take it? And I'm like, well, yeah. And it was Thai 202 over in Central West End. It was like $25 worth of food or something like that. Had sodas. It was a big order. I don't know. It might have been probably more than $25 worth of food, but it paid $25. And I accepted that order while I was waiting for the customer dropping off and deliver that order in the Central West End. I'm like, well, this is taking so long. I'm going to flip on Uber Eats, and I had that order accepted 5 minutes before my customer with the catering order ever showed up to get his order from me. I was about to leave it there. Night Watcher, you're not at the Costco on Olive, are you? I just saw a smart car pulling up. Yeah, and it's got sign up for rides with a different card. Well, of course I'd have to do it with a different car. But no, I click on, oh, that was when I clicked help. It asked me that. I'm going to click on insulated bags and see if it's in there somewhere. Pizza and insulated bag orders. Verify your bag, need a bag, learn more, turn on or off. Let me click on turn on or off. It's already on. Oh, teen requests are on there too. I wouldn't do anything with that teen request. I click on learn more. Getting started with insulated bag. That's nothing. That's, yep, I can't find it. And Shane, I can't hardly turn on Uber Eats over here because everything it's going to send me is going to go up north, way north. Whether I'm picking up from somewhere near here or driving all the way up north to pick it up and drop it off across the street from the pickup. It does it to me every time I turn on Uber Eats over here. It locks you in, like even Walmart Spark, or no, it wasn't Walmart Spark, it was Uber Eats during Black Friday. I got an order from the Maplewood Walmart that paid $35 that took me over by here. Well, that latched me into the Walmart up in Florissant, way up north, and it kept sending me orders for there, and I wasn't getting them from where I just picked up from, where I had time to do one more, but I couldn't because I had to go do a catering order across town, the opposite direction, in South St. Louis County. But yeah, once you get too close to the north side of the St. Louis County, it wants you to go up that way, which sucks. Because I live the opposite direction. I turned it on. We're going to see here. Yeah, Pedro, if you're listening, man, that'd be probably a pretty cool video to do, is showing people how to get onto that damn catering part of Uber, because I have been bugging Uber for catering shit since I've been on the app. Yeah, that's a family, I don't know, Family Dollar or something. I don't do those orders. They usually, well, I was only paying $5. I would say they usually suck. Dollar General orders usually pay better than Family Dollar. But they're on everything, because I've done Family Dollar. I had to, because it was part of a big order I was doing on Instacart. I kind of got to pee. This is Jersey Mike's. Way up North Lindbergh, going over to Ferguson. Let's see. This There's a Jersey Mike's across the street. It wants me to go way over to North Lindbergh to a Jersey Mike's over there somewhere, and then take it to Ferguson instead of just picking it up here and heading straight to Ferguson. Yeah, it was like 14 something miles. I just gotta prove points once in a while. It's always a good reason when I don't want to turn on an app. I've tried over here because there are some good restaurants here now. I got Chick-fil-A, corner 17 inside of the New Deerbergs. I just noticed a sign. One of the buildings that they were building, I wasn't sure what they were going to put in it, and nobody over here at Costco to tell me it's going to be a Freddy's Frozen Custards. So that's another good restaurant to get Ubers out of, and catering, especially catering. It's right off 170. Hell yeah. As long as they got a good staff in there that can do catering. But there's also Jersey Mike's. There's a 7 Brew Coffee, but I don't think they do catering. First Watch, I've never seen a good order out of. Chipotle's here. I've never seen a catering order from there. There's a Panera, or STL Bread Co. We just call it Bread Co. here. A couple other restaurants, I don't remember. But they're building up restaurants right around here. They got a Target right there, too. And if that was Night Watcher, he would have pulled up next to me in that smart car. So that's not Night Watcher. Yeah, I might check and see if there's a different Uber driver app that's got these other options on it, and get the damn rideshare part of it completely off of mine. Because like Jonathan K, if anybody knows JK, he's down in Miami. He got on the Uber right after I did. There's a button, Lisa. There's a button for it. You got to toggle it on. And I don't know where the hell it is. It's not in my app. But like I was saying, with Jonathan K, when he got on it, he had all the different metrics. All I had was a satisfaction rate. I had no acceptance rate, no completion rate, no cancellation rate. All I had was satisfaction. That was it. I had to show him. He didn't believe me. I took screenshots. I'm like, look, dude, it's not here. I had none of that. And he didn't have Uber Pro. I was on Uber Pro, and I never knew there was a difference. I just downloaded a driver app for Uber Eats when I first started, and that's what I've been using ever since. Man, I'm green level. I'm no tier level on Uber Eats. Never have. Well, when I did it all the time, yeah, I was up at top dog, platinum, diamond, whatever the hell it's called on there. And it's easy to stay up there, but I didn't have an acceptance rate either. Not a low acceptance rate. I didn't have one at all. Just didn't exist. Not for me. All right, I'm getting out of here. It's by the time I'm going to leave Uber on, by the time I get somewhere that I might be an order worth taking, it might be closer to where I need to be, and not trying to send me up north. All right, that Jeep's not doing anything. I'm just going to go. I was waiting for somebody else to pull out. Yeah, I've worked Uber Eats all over the place, and man, when they get you in an area that they need drivers, that's all they're going to do is try and flood you with orders to get you to that area to take some of the load. I don't do it. I'm very directional with the Uber. 1601, 30 miles, 30.1 miles for $16. It's a game. What is that? That's some kind of barbecue place in Indian cuisine. Where is it? Maryland Heights is the pickup, and it's going like downtown St. Louis. That's a no bueno. There might be a hidden tip on that, but I ain't driving all that mileage to find out. It told, well, see, I just did research on this new catering thing. It's new. New. There's a toggle switch somewhere. I even updated the app and it still wasn't there. It said nothing about it being on any different tier level to be eligible for it. But then it kept going in on how to do it from the customer end. I'm like, I stressed, I am a driver, not a customer. And it kept telling you how to order catering. Telling me part of it is, as a driver, do this. But as a customer, I'm like, I'm not a customer, I'm a driver. So I was gonna relook it up on Grok instead of Gemini. And I may do it on the voice over the mic, so then I get the female Grok named Ara. And I can say, no, don't look up anything from the customer point of view. I do not care. These are all going north, every last one of them. There's that. Well, I just declined it. It's on the radar. You're gonna have to slow down, truck behind me, and you got to yield new traffic coming on the highway. .170. Guy trying to drive 85 miles per hour in the slow lane, the far right lane, where people are merging. You don't have that much time to get up the highway speeds on the ramp. It's every day. There's multiple people a day doing that. $27.01, a McDonald's order. That McDonald's is down at Hampton. Oh, some raindrops hitting my windshield. Pop that order up. That's Hampton and 44 Wilson. And it looked like I was going across the street. It was paying $27.01. That's a package order. I ain't delivering people's drugs. I've done 3 package delivers on Uber Eats. 2 of them were packages. The first one, every time I've done it, I've got a $5 additional tip after I've completed the delivery. The first one, I picked up some guy's Amazon package and took it to the UPS store for a return. And second time was a factory card outlet. It was like an envelope, basically. And I made like $18 on it, taking it like a mile and a half. And then the third was that dude that ordered, it was like, I accepted it for $3.11 because I was like right by the dude's apartment and it was going less than a mile to pick it up. It was a drink from Starbucks that he ordered through the package delivery. And I ended up making $8.11 on it. But that was an experiment. I don't recommend accepting $3 orders, ever, for anything. Unless you're literally experimenting, like that $1.50 add-on I did from Corner 17 one day. I went ahead and accepted it just to see what would happen, because it was going behind the restaurant to one of the dorms. I could have literally walked it there, but I had another order that was actually paying pretty good. Well, that order did indeed only pay $1.50, so I will never do a $1.50 add-on again. 1093, which no, I'm not delivering to Clayton. Now, see, I'm moving away from that area, and I'm starting to get orders for a different area. They were doing some large orders, Lisa, because I've done them over a year ago. And it would even ask you, this is a large order, do you still want to accept it? I'm like, yes, absolutely, that's what I do. But it wasn't a catering order. I can't read all that right now. I'm merging onto a different highway. Five Guys, which one? See, Now it's wanting me to go back to the opposite direction. I should have worked my way over to 44 because that'll bring up better restaurants for me to pick up from going to the right direction. No, I just saw it popping up on YouTube videos like yesterday. That's why I started looking for it. That's one app I would know about, you know. I know you don't, but I do. They may have done some vocabulary and to make partnerships with restaurants for catering, but it never came out as a catering option. And Chevy's at right by where I just was, 170 and Olive Road, was one of them because Joe, the manager, told me about it, that Uber reached out to them to become a partner for catering. And Joe over there rates Uber drivers about the same as he does DoorDash, not very high. Because the DoorDashers are the ones that stolen catering orders from there. More than once. I still can't get over that one. He said the guy came in the wrong door. He came in the far door on the other side of the dining room that no one ever comes in. And could only take half the order out to his car. Nah, I can't go to that one. And he never came back in. And the order didn't get delivered. At least the half he took. But he didn't have any equipment, so he couldn't take the whole order at one time. 32.8 miles, okay. These people ordering from downtown St. Louis think drivers don't have anything better to do but drive 32 miles, almost 33 miles to pick them up their lunch with very, very little pay. You got your big boy job down in the big city downtown. Pay it forward, brother. 51, a boost? I didn't apply for any boost. I don't do those. That's a Snarf sandwich. It said 51-cent boost included. I don't do boost. I think I saw some update that it's automatically going to kick it in for you. Chicken salad chick. It's going to downtown. Yesterday was the first I've ever heard there's some kind of toggle button to turn on catering. But like I keep saying, I have a different app. I've never had the hamburger button. I've never had the coffee mug button. Even on the phone with... Oh, shit. What the hell was that? Fucking rock hit my roof or something. Where the hell did that come from? Anyway, you guys probably heard that pop. I was on the phone with support trying to find the damn hamburger button that everybody's telling me, no, it's right here. No, it's not right here. I'm telling you. And then when Jason was up here in June, he showed me the coffee cup on his Uber app, and I showed him the same spot on my Uber app, and it did not have it. It did not exist on my app. Current, up to date. I'm telling you, I got a different Uber app than other people. I got Uber Pro, whatever that means. It's the same one I've always had. Because that's the conclusion Jonathan K came to. He's like, oh, you've got Uber Pro. I'm like, I didn't know there was a difference. I got the app that I downloaded when I first got on it. I didn't see another app. It's the one that said Uber driver app. That's what I downloaded. I had no idea there was a difference. I do know they keep bugging me about, I have documents that need to be filed for rideshare. And I do not have a vehicle that qualifies for rideshare. Dave's Hot Chicken. Nope. I haven't seen a catering order from them in a long time. I think that's Dave's Hot Chicken I'm thinking of. Hell, I'm forgetting the name. It's been so long. And I had delivered in the beginning their biggest orders they'd ever had. Because I remember talking to the guy. I don't even remember what location that was. But he's like, yeah, this is the biggest catering order we've ever had. And then I'll be damned, the next week I was picking up one that was $400 more than that one. And then that was their biggest order they had ever had. It was like $1,600 worth of Dave's Hot Chicken. Wait, no, I'm thinking of Chuck's Hot Chicken, not Dave's. Chuck's Hot Chicken. Like I said, I knew Dave didn't sound right. Whoa, almost hit a bird. He halted at the last second, almost hit me right in the windshield right there. I ducked out of the way. Yeah, here's another one that says boost included. 57 cents. Revel Kitchen. Oh, in Kirkwood, I've never been to that one. I've only been to the one in, I think it's in Maplewood on Manchester. I highly recommend it. If you go there, park out back. Don't try and go in their front door because you got to park across the street in the Snooks parking lot. Unless you're lucky and get a sidewalk parking spot. I've never been that lucky. One in Kirkwood, I don't know where the hell that is. Let's see how Uber works when I go through this dead zone on my signal, because I'm about to lose you guys here shortly. Oh, I thought that was paying $60. Dave made 42 bucks on that little order. Nice. Yeah, if I could get on demand caterings after I drop off my catering, 40, 60 bucks, those wouldn't be bad, because you know they're not going to be super huge. And hell, it's Uber. If it is, cancel it. Yeah, it affects your cancellation rate, but I think mine's down to like 2%. What gets my goat, the only ones I cancel are the ones that I've accidentally accepted that I don't know what they are. Or it's a stolen order and they won't make a new one. That still goes against your cancellation rate. That's utter BS right there. If the order is not able to be fulfilled for me, the driver that accepted this order, why should, and they can't fulfill it at the restaurant for whatever reason, it doesn't matter the reason, the driver's cancellation rate should not be affected one bit from that. But that's just not how they work it. Because that just happened to me on a Emo, I think it was an Emo's order. Yeah, I got a recliner back here. You can see the back of it right there. 86-cent boost. Chiang Mai. Yeah, I'm nowhere near Olive now, so I'm not room for it in there. PetSmart. 3 units. 3 items. 1009. 77 boost. Where? Oh, God, no, that's back down in the city. I was going down by my old apartment, Jefferson and something. I didn't see the mileage on it. Whoa. My whole Uber disappeared. Make sure you have your notifications on for my channel, because I might pop up a live stream here in 3 or 4 hours from my house. I think I may cruise by the thrift store before I go home out in Fenton to see if I'm looking for something. One of those like room divider things or whatever, like the dressing divider thing that back in the day the ladies would go behind it to get dressed, like back in the 20s and 30s. Damn, dude, get in your lane. Stupid ass Suburban driver. Go back to Illinois where your plates say you're from. And drive off crooked. Big, oh, that's a big Yukon. Looked like the size of a Suburban. It was a foot into my lane. I don't take kindly to that. No, I want to set it up like a partition right behind my chair for live streams, because I don't really want. I have a camera on and show everything in my place. People don't need to see that. That's my business. It's another reason I don't do quality. You never do any other day. Maybe a couple semis up there. What now on the radar? You gotta look at the radar. That's a double. I don't care what it is. Double for $14. I don't do doubles for $14. You all know I don't even like to accept a double on Uber Eats. I like to build my doubles and triples, not have them send me. Well, then I have more of an idea of what I'm actually getting. Because the first one will be one I think there's going to be a hidden tip on it. And preferably the second one is going to be something that I think might have a hidden tip. And the third one can be $9 or $10. I'll be fine. I'm still going to make $33, $34 off the triple. I should have stayed on 270 and got off at Gravois. Kind of want to go by my storage, but I know I'm going to have to pee as soon as I get out of the van there, like every time I go there. I still want to find my stack of dead debit and credit cards to see if I can find that account see if I can find one for that account that they just sued me over, that I have no recollection of ever having. If I can find the card, I'll be, like I said yesterday, shame on me. I shouldn't have let that happen. But if I don't find the card, then I'm going to know that somebody used my info and got this credit card. That's the only place I can think, if I ever got that card, where that card might be. Because it's not in my possession. But I've already sent them $200 to knock that debt off. We'll see how long it takes it to affect my credit report. I don't know if it has to get completely paid off or not before they remove it. I've been trying really hard to increase my credit score, and they have some bullshit go on there that I know nothing about. Really irks me. I may go out and hit some estate sales on Saturday if I don't have any orders. What's that say? No, I don't want anything to do with rideshare. Not a thing. I'm not a fan of rideshare. I'll get an Uber or Lyft and get a ride somewhere, but I don't want to do it myself. Never been. I'd rather deliver like food and packages and stuff that don't complain. Get out. It gets out when you tell it to, because you don't have to tell it to get out. You just drop it off. Packages and food don't puke in my back seat. All them germs getting in and out of here. Ugh. No complaints out of food. or packages. Like, I've got my catering bags all the time back here, and if I had a car that did qualify for catering, I would probably, or for rideshare, I probably would use it for catering too. And I can't have all my equipment there all the time. Like Lisa takes hers out of her car all the time. I don't. It just stays there. $18.3 miles. Sarku, Japan. Where the hell is that at? Town and Country? Going where? All the way back over to U City. Hell no. I just left there. Or that area. Even out here, they want to send me orders to get me way back over that way. To then get orders that are going even further up north. This one was going to Webster Groves. That's not a bad area, but I'm back in Fenton now. I'm just not a fan of rideshare. Never have been. I never wanted to do rideshare. I gave it some thought for a little while and kicked that thought right out of my head and bought a van instead. Yeah, I won't. I mean, it's guaranteed money. People need rides out there in my metro. I know several people that do ride share. They don't do any other kind of gig work. All they do is ride share. Well, like my buddy Mike, he's got a bum foot. So he has mobility issues, so ride share works out better for him than what I do, because you kind of can't have a bum foot. You got to be able to carry the weight, but you can't do that. This other guy, Chris, I think he does Lyft and I'm almost positive he does Lyft and Uber rides. That dude makes some money, but he's in a higher tier. He's not Uber Black or whatever they call it on Lyft, but he's got a pearl white something Denali with the 3 rows of seats. Comfort class, I don't know. But it's not black, so it literally has to be black for him to qualify for the Uber Black, if they still have that. Yeah, sometimes I found that I'd be like, okay, let me say it like I would in this. Sometimes I found, pause your words out like that, and it'll eventually get them right. When I'm having a problem, like I'm texting Pedro and I'm saying Easy Cater, and it's coming up as Decatur, like Decatur, Illinois. I'm like, I didn't say Decatur. I said Easy Cater. I've even tried saying E-Z Cater, so it gets the E and the Z instead of spelling out the word easy. Maybe I'll run across this. Thinking lunch. I've got ham and everything for ham sandwiches, but I had a ham sandwich yesterday. I cooked some crinkle cut fries last night. That was pretty much my dinner. Crinkle cut fries. in the air fryer. Didn't taste like the bowling alleys. I don't know what the hell bowling alleys do to their fries to make them so damn good. If you know, you know. Bowling alley fries are the best. And they're usually crinkle cut. Yeah, I love when I literally look down at what it prints up, and I'm like, all right, I'll send that. And then when I read what it says, literally different words are in there, or words are removed that were there when I proofread it before I hit send. That irritates me. I'm like, damn it, I proofed it. It did not say that. And sometimes it totally says the opposite of what you said. It turns certain words to make the whole thing mean the exact opposite. Or it'll add a word in there that makes it mean the opposite. Now, I've seen this partition divider thing, dressing divider. I don't know what the hell they're called. I looked it up on Amazon for as like room divider. I can find about the cheapest decent sized one's like $60, but if I can find one for like $9 at the thrift store, and I've seen them here, and I didn't grab it. I've only seen them a couple times. I don't feel like making one. I can make one easy enough, but I don't want to. It's typically when it changes it to mean the absolute opposite, it's a time that you really, really don't want it to mean the absolute opposite. No, I was saying easy cater to my voice text, and it kept popping up Decatur, like Decatur, Illinois, just like it. Shit. Everybody move to the left. Emergency vehicle behind us. Give him room. I guess the people would rather sit there and wait for the light to turn green 3 cars ahead of me. Now they're getting out of the way. Now don't be jumping and trying to jump around me, car behind me, just because I'm still over in the shoulder doing the right thing. 2 items, Walgreens. Can't see the mileage. Where's the freaking mileage? No. 13 miles. Now we hit this light red because of that. If everybody would have just moved over like I did right away, we could have been right back over in the lane and made it through that green light. No, just voice text. It messes up everybody. PetSmart, Sunset Hills, nah. It's a PetSmart right back there, or yeah, no, up here. What about that one? It's always the stuff not right by me. It's a different location. I've done that before, looked at it wrong and accepted an order thinking it was the whatever restaurant or merchant, whatever it was, the one right by me. Oh, it was Hampton. I did that a couple times back when I would still, before I quit doing fast food orders, the McDonald's in Hampton Village. Well, I was often in the parking lot right next to it, and I saw a really good paying McDonald's order, and I'm like, oh, Hampton, cool, all right, I'll do that. It was the one up past 44 on Hampton. The other McDonald's on Hampton. I'm like, well, son of a, now it's not, that doesn't look as good now. That Chick-fil-A there and that McDonald's, it's amazing how little mileage some of the orders I picked up from there. They're the road, the side road that's off of Hampton that Chick-fil-A's on, it's on Hampton and that side road. Well, they got gate there now. It's closed off. You can't go through traffic. There's some apartments on the other side of that gate. I've delivered to those apartments from Chick-fil-A. They could have walked out their front door and damn near been on their parking lot. But instead they ordered it delivered. So I had to go around the block to get in to the side of it off of Chippewa. No, that button. But still, it was not even a half mile. It just blows my mind how close somebody can be to something and still order delivery. Yo, we got the arrow. It doesn't stay green long. There's a pretty decent little diner down here, Polly's Diner. I'm kind of wanting something hot for lunch, not a cold sandwich at home, because I don't want to heat up the kitchen. And it was going on 8 o'clock when I made those fries last night, so I didn't heat up much. Plus it had gotten cloudy and it rained a little bit, so my trailer wasn't in direct sunlight as long as it typically is, so it was pretty chill in the house. But like right now, I'm not going to heat anything up in there. It's just going to get hot inside, hotter than it is going to be. You know what? With the sun that direction, I'm going to park on the other side here. I need to get these custom shade for my windshield that I saw on Amazon. Plus it comes with one for each side window. But since they're made to fit, they're not exactly cheap. I'm gonna have to run right to their bathroom. I gotta pee. I can leave out of here, shut everything down. Oh, my roof is warm today. More sun's getting through now because my ceiling's pretty hot. I may order a new instant read thermometer, the trigger type with the laser, and do my demonstration, my review video for it right here. Instead of temping food, like you typically would use something like that for, I'm going to temp my ceiling. And I'll have to do the video in 2 parts because I'm going to temp it like right now, and then that Dynamat stuff I want to put on there, I want to temp it after I've got that on there under direct sunlight as well and see the difference. But use that as a review video for the new review channel, the Gigwise reviews. I did upload the Stargate fish decor video short. I uploaded that to TikTok last night. I haven't went back and checked that yet. But I'm gonna get out of here, guys. You have a good rest of your day. Try and stay cool and hydrated if you're doing anything outside. I highly recommend just don't do anything outside. If you're anywhere near the corn belt with the humidity we got, and if you don't know if you're in the corn belt, Google it. It shows you how it goes through the kind of like the jet stream, but it's the corn belt. It's pretty wild. Just a very, very increased humidity within the corn belt. An amazing difference. But I'll see you guys on the next one, maybe later today. Depends if I can find all the info I'm looking for, and then I got to read it a couple times, so I don't look like I'm reading it for the first time on camera. Even though it still may look like it, I'll let you. Just know that I have read over it more than once. It's just I read different when I'm on the camera. Hopefully, it won't stutter or anything. That did a stutter. It's just stutter. I'll see you guys.